Welcome to the Serious Business Podcast, the non-serious podcast for non-serious people with nothing better to do. Join Steve and myself, Dan, as we take an hour off work to talk serious business. Like Steve's plans to save the world, my life-changing inventions, and we get to the bottom of this week's most serious global headlines. If you feel like you never stop working and need a distraction, join us and pretend that you're listening to another Serious Business Podcast. And if you like what you hear, please share with your friends, drop us a message on Instagram at the @seriousbusiness_podcast and join the conversation. Let's talk serious business. Hiya.
Hi mate, how's it going?
Hiya.
Hiya again.
We're back.
We're back again.
On the old YouTube.
On the old YouTube.
Did you enjoy our first outing?
No.
You've been working solidly.
It was really hard. This
the
looks
clock.
so much easier than it is.
It's really hard, really difficult, especially for me, sitting back and waiting for Steve to do the whole edit.
Waiting is a hard thing to do because it took me ages.
It's impossible. That's me saying, can I do a reel? Can I do a reel?
Yeah, have you got anything for me? No.
No, nothing.
Talked to my mum about this.
Yeah?
I said, hey mum, so you know we do that podcast? Oh yeah, that daft podcast. We're doing it all on video and stuff now. And all she went was, have you shaved? She just went, have you had a haircut or anything?
Is this why you turned up today in a nice Ralph Lauren shirt?
Mother, hello. Look, he's trying. He's made an effort. And I was sitting there doing the edit, and I came up with this idea called the fuck it point.
Okay.
Because I'm doing the edit, and nobody really likes to see themselves in 4K quality on a screen.
No.
You know, it can make people self-conscious.
It can, yeah.
Some people.
Some people.
And I was there and had a small crisis, and then I thought, fuck it. I can't. Am I beautiful? Am I ugly? It's all relative anyway.
Yeah. I got past that when I was in a band where we used to go on stage, sadly down
Yeah, you fucked it early.
I got to the fuck it point early. I was in a band where we'd go on stage in
Spandex.
like spandex wrestling outfits. So that was my fuck it point.
And this is the thing. Well, it's all relative. It's all context. And I'm sat next to you.
Yeah.
So what chance do I have? I'm never going to look handsome in this context, am I?
True.
So yeah, fuck it. All right, I was like, fuck it. Do you know, I do that with every project I work on. There's a fuck it point, isn't there?
Now you look smart though. I enjoy the fuck it point. The fuck it point where you've been working on something like all day, all week. You're just like, fuck it.
I can do no better. Get rid.
Yeah. Although my fuck it point usually turns into I go fuck it and then I just leave it for a day.
Yeah. Then you don't finish it.
Yeah, you don't finish it and then it never gets done. How has your week been anyway?
Busy, mate.
Busy week.
Very busy.
Busy week. It's been Valentine's Day.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday, as of when we were recording this.
Oh yeah, it's confusing for you guys. It has been Valentine's Day though.
Yeah. Love you.
Yeah, don't start that. No. I struggle with Valentine's Day regardless. And I was soppy. I was a bit soppy with Real Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't actually get her anything.
But that is because it was her birthday the day before Valentine's Day.
I gave her loads of things, although I did forget one present that I'd left under the bed.
What was that?
It was just some, incense from the special place. And I went, oh, bingo, I have got you something for Valentine's. Because I forgot that thing.
Nailed it. And now she knows.
She got me a Nana's pasta cookbook.
Oh,
right, and
cute.
it's all these Italian nanas, and you find out about each one of them and then their dish.
That's such a lovely idea. You've been big on the pasta recently, haven't you?
I have. What did you do though?
Well, we for Valentine's Day, I surprised Real Fiancé with a beef Wellington. I made a beef Wellington, and I'm a vegetarian, so this was painful.
That's real love from you.
That's real love because this was painful for me to make this. But I know she loves a beef Wellington, so I thought I'm going to do it.
Does it freak you out to touch meat?
Yeah, horrifically freaks me out. I really was shudders going through me.
It doesn't sound worth it, mate.
No, all my morals were just like, why am I doing this? This is bad. Why couldn't I just get some wine?
Fuck it.
And I got to the fuck it point.
And you're like slapping that beef. It looked amazing though, mate. It looked really good cooked.
Thanks, mate. The weird thing about cooking meat as a vegetarian I just don't know how it's going to taste for them. So the whole time I'm just like, is it nice? Is it right? Is it tender enough?
Yeah, you'll never know.
I'll never know. And she'll always say, yeah. She'll never go, no, it's shit, actually. So.
Have you never had that? I've had that one time with
you?
Real Girlfriend when I've cooked for her, when she actually couldn't eat it.
She just went, nah.
It was a terrible fried rice. I didn't have much in the cupboard. It was difficult.
Was she like spooning it in, going, yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
Then
Fuck
she
it,
kind of went,
no, it's horrible.
Yeah, she went, why am I lying about this? Do you know what? I might have a slice of toast.
Oh,
Yeah, it hurt my
sad,
feelings
though.
a bit.
Yeah, I bet it would.
I ate mine.
Did you? Yeah. Just out of principle.
Just jumping around, my Valentine's Day was actually pretty rubbish because obviously it was Real Girlfriend's birthday the day before.
Yeah.
And she had something called a hangover.
Okay.
Have you ever had one of them before?
Oh, I have, yeah, bad.
And, you know, we're getting older, so they're kind of worse. But, oh, my God, she was bedbound.
Oh, no.
For the entire Valentine's Day, because she'd had a wine the day before.
Gone.
Couldn't do anything. Constant. And it was hard to take her seriously because I knew she wasn't going to die, because it was a hangover. But as far as she was concerned, she could have died.
Yeah, she was hospital bound at that point. She was like, call an ambulance.
Yeah, and she was like, you'll be sorry if I do die and you're not sympathetic. And I'm like, it's a hangover. This happens every time.
Didn't you have a hangover?
Yeah, but I just didn't complain about it.
You just got on with it.
Just got on with my day now. I'm used to them.
Real Girlfriend, sort yourself out.
So Valentine's was her laid on the sofa.
Moaning.
Yeah.
Whining.
Basically.
Bless her. Well, you know, she deserves a day of that because Valentine's Day, that's what it's for, right?
Whining day.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
We have to just suck it up. Is what Valentine's Day's for.
Yeah, I suppose. I got a present, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick to get a present.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I don't really like Valentine's Day as a thing, though.
No, it's pointless, mate.
Yeah. We did say we weren't going to do anything or get anything. Then I just had the inspiration to make the beef Wellington.
You kind of see that you did a let's make a present for us kind of thing. I know, obviously, it's for her because you used the meat, but you wanted to do some project cooking.
I did a project cooking.
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
Woohoo! I don't know why that's my hand.
Double
whammy. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I don't know if anything else fun's been going on, really. I mean, we've been caning it at Fortnite, me and Real Fiance, because we are lame and we still play Fortnite.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can make a lot of money playing Fortnite if you're good enough at it.
I don't know if we're good enough at it, but our kind of routine is like we have our tea, then we sit down and we go, oh, what should we do this evening? And then we're like, should we kill some teenagers?
Yeah.
And then we wazz on Fortnite and boom, boom, boom.
And then they kill you.
Sometimes.
Mixed bag.
Yeah. We tend to win like 1 a day.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm rubbish at Fortnite because it makes me anxious. There's just a lot of waiting.
Too many noises going around the headphones.
And I'm like, oh no. And these aren't not NPCs, they're real people who might get me.
Yeah.
Real people are sneaky.
Real people are sneaky, especially real teenagers and children
Real
playing
teenagers.
One thing I did see this week though, Steve.
What?
Woohoo! Exciting.
Go on.
I think guess what famous 7-piece band is going back on tour.
7 of them?
Yeah, 7 of them. Fucking hell, it's S Club 7.
I almost said Jackson 5.
Well,
I thought, how would they manage? Maybe holograms again. And there's only 5 in there.
Yeah, only 5 of them.
S Club 7, actually all
S Club
of them.
7, 25-year anniversary. 25 years, Steve, of S Club 7.
Feels like more.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, what a week, 29. So I'd have been 4 years old when they started. They released their first single, S Club 7.
Which was?
What was the first single?
Was it just S Club?
S
There ain't no party like an S Club party. I have a story I can tack on to this, though.
Do you?
Because...
I was just going to say how much I loved S Club 7 when I was younger. Can you name all of them?
Easy.
Go on.
Actually, no, there's that one, isn't there? Right. Bradley.
Yeah.
Tina.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
John.
Is it John?
I think there's a John.
John. That's 5. That's your S Club 5 right there.
The one who's in Primeval.
Hannah.
Hannah.
She was good in Primeval.
Is it a bloke?
I think the other one's a bloke.
I feel so bad. I hope he's not
don't
watching.
know his name. Sorry, mate.
Don't know.
Me neither. If anybody knows,
let us know. Get in touch.
Who's the 7th member of S Club 7?
It's just a name, like a dude's name. I want to say like Harry or something.
One thing I realised last week on the episode is, I've always said this, and I do know this, but I have got tiny hands. Tiny hands. I was like, just watching myself on the camera.
I've got tiny hands.
Yeah, but I'm taller than you.
You know what they say about tiny hands, mate?
Tiny hands.
Amazing. Wellington. Great
tiny
cook.
Hands, great cook. That's
fantastic
what they say.
On the pastry.
Nimble.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
I call you Dan Gentle Hands Jenkinson.
Gentle Hands Jenkinson. The small and the chubby. They're like just little...
Don't fuck it, mate. Don't
flappies
get
on
yourself
the end.
down. Little flappies on the end.
Little clubs.
Don't get yourself down about them weird hands.
Oh, I'm not down about it. Quite like them.
Can I tell you another thing then?
Yeah, go on then.
I went to see S Club 3.
Did you?
So
who was in S Club 3? That was Joe,
Bradley,
and
I want to say Tina.
Could have been Tina. I think it was Tina.
And I had a lecture the next morning at 9 a.m. Didn't go to bed.
You didn't go to bed? You stayed up all night on the S Club 3 hype?
Got myself a flask of coffee to take to this lecture. I nearly died. I honestly thought I was going to die. My heart was racing for that 3-hour lecture.
There you go, folks. S Club 3, best night of your life.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
I think Bradley did a flip.
Did he?
Yeah.
Can he still do it, do you reckon?
Probably. He taught Aston from JLS everything he knows.
Did he?
No.
Oh.
They're on tour, are they? How much are tickets?
I don't know, but we should go. Should we move on? I've got a business idea for you.
Yeah, all right then, mate.
Ideas change the world. The world changes ideas. And sometimes the world and ideas just hang out and have a drink.
But we want money. And do you know who's got money? The world. So we're going to use ideas to take the world's money.
So here's an idea.
Right then, sir.
Right. That was a nice little intro, wasn't it, that you've done?
Yeah, we had it last week.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's good.
Thanks.
You've done well.
It's hard work.
Excelled.
Took me ages.
Yeah.
So much stock footage.
So much stock footage.
You got a bloody idea? What are you supposed to?
Yeah, I've got an idea. So this idea actually directly relates to. I've been thinking about. Obviously, you were mentioning about your mum said you need to have a shave, and today you've turned up in a nice Ralph Lauren.
I have, mother.
Huh?
Take note.
Doesn't it look nice?
Thank you.
So my business idea this week, Steve. Right, I'd like to pose you the question of how long does it take you, and how long does it take real girlfriend to get ready when you're going out somewhere, like for a night out, for say real girlfriend's birthday.
I'm saying it can vary.
Yeah.
It can vary because I'm going to take under 10 minutes easy.
Yeah.
Perhaps even 5. Perhaps
Really?
I don't even get ready.
Oof.
I'm just always ready.
Oh.
She could be 45 minutes to an hour and a half. What I would say is, also though, her mind is getting ready for like a day from the day before. She's sat there going, what should I wear tomorrow? Asking me, I don't know what you're going to wear tomorrow.
And could I tell you, Steve?
Yeah.
What if there was a way that you can know exactly how long this process is going to take and have everything set in stone so you know exactly what you're going to look like for your do?
Tell me.
My idea is, Steve, you know, like, say, have you ever been on one of those websites when you're cooking and you can put in all your ingredients that you've got, like, in the cupboard, and then it'll come up with recipes?
Yeah,
What you
they're
can do.
cool.
Well, this app, right, what you got to do, it's an app now.
It's always an app with you.
It's got to be an app. You can put in all of the kind of like makeup that you have, or hair products for a bloke, or your kind of like shirts that you might want to wear but you're not sure, or all your dresses that you might want to wear but you don't know which one to go. And the artificial intelligence within this will give you the exact look for the next night, tell you exactly how long it'll take to do, and you'll have an artificial like AI thing which will just show you, say for girls, for the ladies, just show you which makeup to use, where and when, so you can get it exactly right in one, like in real time on your face. Do you know what I mean? Like the AI in it, what do they call it? Like
deep faking.
Like augmented reality kind
like
of.
a filter.
It'll say like, this makeup that you've got, put here and here and here, this one there, this one there. And it'll make it so you're the closest.
Like mapped out on your face.
Yeah, so it'll make it so you're like the closest to kind of analytically perfect for how you can look. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you seen these articles where it's like, they've from kind of, there was one recently which said somebody or other was like the most beautiful man in the world and the most handsome man in the world based on like the perfect proportions and everything.
Like symmetry and stuff.
Yeah, there's data around this. And this app will use the artificial intelligence to basically tell you this is the best you can look for this night with the things you've got at hand, and this is how to do it. You know that you can't look any better than that, so you just go ahead with it, and then it'll tell you exactly how long it's going to take. So you can go, it's going to take me 1 hour and 10 minutes to get ready, Steve. So you've got 1 hour and 10 minutes to watch your favourite TV show.
I mean, I do like the idea in a way.
Yeah.
But again, I think there's a glaring problem.
Go on.
I think
There's a glaring problem. There's no glaring problem on the app. It's got anti-glare technology.
Anti-glare. I think it might ruin people's lives.
Any more so than it does already?
Yeah, because there's no firm beauty standard. This AI is going to end up being rude to people. You know it is, right? So maybe in your mind, there's like an attractive girl and it goes, put the makeup on here. What if your face is over on one side?
Yeah, well, the AI will recognise that.
Yeah, it's going to put you down, though. It's going to make you feel bad. Because if it tells you this is the best you could ever possibly look, you might go, fuck it, what's the point?
Well, but then still, it's a point of acceptance. There's nothing wrong with how anybody looks, but it'll also stop you from spending 4 hours maybe redoing your hair, Steve. It might be like you'll be
because
there.
There's no end game.
I've done it. Fuck, it doesn't look right. I need to use a different product. I need to do this. I need to put on a different shirt. This will tell you. It'll just go, hey, stop worrying about it. You're wasting time. You're getting yourself stressed out. This is how good you can look tonight. Just follow these steps. And this is with your products and your clothes that you've already got.
Maybe. Also, though, is it just going to make everyone look the same?
No.
If it has this ideal standard, that has to be based on something, and it's sending everyone towards that same look.
No, it's
taking out all the individuality of dressing yourself.
No, well, you can put in, you can swap
I'm
things
an
out.
emo. And it'd be like, here's an emo
You can do kind
template.
of like style things where you're like, I want to look a bit like this. And
it can learn from what you like.
Yeah, but with the stuff that you've got at hand. Do you know what I mean? It can be like, you should match up. You've got this amount of, this brand of makeup. You've got this dress, and you want to look, say, like a
movie star person.
No, they all dress crazy, don't they, sometimes? More like a... you want to do smart cash. All right? Smart cash, it's an evening do for work.
Right, okay.
It'll go... It's not going to start recommending you, like a vest, is it?
No, it's going to be like, no vests for this.
No vests,
Steve. Work, dude.
Yeah,
Can you link it to your calendar?
Yeah, that'd be good. You've got this coming up where this, and this, and you use this.
Yeah, it's gotta be, so then at least you don't get to the point where it goes, you need this top. Yeah. And you're like, it's in wash.
Shit! Yeah,
I don't hate it. This is kind of an old reference that I'm going to make.
Is it to the Instagram mirror?
No. Although that was also a mint idea. It's to Snog, Marry, Avoid. And Pod. Do you remember Pod from that TV show?
Pod.
Back in the day, there used to be a TV show called Snog, Marry, Avoid.
Yes, I do.
Where they get people who have expressed themselves in a wild way that society deems unacceptable.
Yeah.
And they put them in a pod, and then a robot voice has a go at them.
Yeah.
And then they do natural beauty. Pod thinks you look like a slapper. You know what I mean? Pod was rude, and all I can hear is that.
Pod says, cut your hair, you dickhead.
Pod says, why did you even think you could go outside of the bounds of what society dictates is beautiful?
Pod says, stay in your room and never leave.
Give up! That's what I'm hearing. And like AIs, as much as we think they're all great, we've seen iRobot, we've all heard about what AIs might get up to. They're good sabotagers. I just don't trust it, Dan.
Well, you don't have to. Are you all right?
I just don't trust it.
You AI rate.
I think everyone should just get over looking good. That was my solution is don't give a fuck about it.
Well, why have you come in a Ralph Lauren top then?
Because it's different with your mother. All right? And also, I didn't buy this. It's a hand-me-down.
It's a hand-me-down, okay. Well, I mean, the thing is, Steve, just remember, you don't have to use it. You don't have to use
say that. That's like saying you don't have to use Instagram.
It's not compulsory. You don't have to get the app.
Everyone will be. And if everyone's beautiful because of the app, I'm going to get pressured into using the app. This is a horrible Black Mirror world you're painting to me.
Okay, well, we need a name for it anyway.
Just call it your mum. Because it's basically doing what my mum does to me.
We'll call it Steve's mum.
Call it Steve's mum. I'm sorry, Mum. So if we're not going to call it Steve's mum, what can we call it?
Near perfect.
Oh, there's something so horrible and sinister about that. Even the word perfect.
Yeah,
no one's perfect.
Yeah, that's why it's near.
But the point is, if you can never achieve it, what's the point in getting that close?
Okay, what about...
Beauty bud. It's your beauty
buddy.
Here just to make you feel better, give you some tips.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Friendly.
The beauty buddy.
Fashion friend.
And then over time it'll develop into the beauty boss.
It'll be like abusive family member.
You'll start calling it by its name. You'll be having fallings out.
You'll be like, God, I've really let down beauty buddy today. It's in a mood with me. It just won't open sometimes. It's like, you didn't listen.
You didn't listen to me, did you?
I've been on your Instagram and you weren't wearing that thing. I've seen your story. And you'd got some...
There's no point in me being it. They'll turn into like Marvin the Paranoid Android, hitchhiker's guide to the galaxy.
Oh, God. These humans, I can't make them perfect.
Nobody listens to me. I'm worthless.
Yeah, and then it will uninstall itself.
Yeah, that's it, done. Well, that's my business idea.
I quite like it.
All right.
I quite like it now.
Fantastic.
I still think it's bad for humanity.
Yeah, as most of my ideas are.
But do you know what's good for humanity?
What?
Me.
Are you going to save the world?
Go on, then.
The world is in tatters. Forest fires, climate change, Madonna's doing live shows again. It's a topsy-turvy, upside-down world. There's only one man that can save us.
Steve saves the world. 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 Go on then, save the world.
Easy. Right. This is what I've been thinking about this week.
Yeah.
Ideally, if I was emperor of the world, I'd probably just turn Twitter off.
Okay, yeah.
I just don't think it's doing good for humanity, is it, really?
It's a bad one.
It's a cesspit of shouty people just sounding off flippantly, tweeting things without thinking.
Yeah, well, the whole thing isn't there at the moment that people are saying, it might have been you that said this to me, but I also saw other videos about it, because everyone has been all up in arms about the Harry Potter game. They're saying to boycott the Harry Potter game.
I have loads to say about this.
And then people are like, well, why are you tweeting about it then?
Yeah,
because that's owned by a billionaire transphobe in it.
The sad truth is, to not buy the Harry Potter game because you've got this kind of ideological purity, which means that you're doing, it's like political action.
Yeah.
Then you ain't buying anything. You ain't going on Amazon, you ain't going on Twitter. Like, almost everything you use is associated with a slave child or something. It's inescapable. So you can't pick and choose. You can't be consistent if you're doing that.
You can't. They're not going and standing outside a Universal Studios or whatever,
and
or Warner Brothers headquarters.
There'll be some little kid who's just enjoying being a wizard.
Yeah.
And they're probably not a transphobe, are they? They might be.
Well, they could be. Could be.
They might be.
Maybe it's deep-rooted in the games.
There's a trans character in the game.
They've added that in last minute, haven't
Did
they?
you think they were like, bollocks?
I reckon so. Sorry, I know that's bad to say, but I reckon that is what happened because they panicked about the old J.K. Rowling saga. Because, they'll have been developing that game for fucking years.
Well, J.K. also needs to hush.
Yeah, she
slightly.
Shut your bloody mouth, JK.
But this is my point, right? And what happens, everyone, is on Twitter, you can just say as much shite as you like and throw it into the public square, and everyone just sounds off, and then media companies who used to make broadsheet newspapers or whatever, they need clicks. So what they do is they find one tweet of one crazy person and make it a headline, and then loads of other people tweet going, this is terrible, that one person tweeted that baked beans are racist, and then look at the crazy woke, and so on, it all goes mental.
That is mental, and that's just reminding me with the baked beans thing. The baked beans man, the guy who has the baked beans museum, the Heinz Baked Beans Museum.
Oh yeah, him.
He's getting rid of the museum, so that's a travesty.
Do you know there's baked bean pizzas you can buy in like Iceland?
No.
Heinz branded
Are they?
oven baked bean pizza. I'll show you a picture.
I reckon that's... You could maybe use the baked beans as like the tomato sauce on the bottom. Get a bit of
kinda,
mozzarella
actually.
on the top.
It's still weird. And I got a real girlfriend toasty maker for a birthday.
Yeah.
Little mini one. I've never seen her so excited. The first thing she said to me is, let's put beans in it. And I was like, it's a toasty maker.
But I guess you put beans in I think she means in the bread, in the toasty,
Yeah.
not just beans.
I'm like, you're not going to get great results. You open it up. Yep, it's just some beans.
Toasted beans.
We've gone off topic.
We have gone off topic. Back to...
Here's my solution, right?
Yeah.
If we can't turn off Twitter,
Yeah.
we need people to think before they tweet, right?
Think before you tweet.
You're allowed 100 tweets a year. That's it. You get 100 credits. And you have to use them wisely.
Okay. That's an interesting idea.
Do you know what I mean?
People will probably stop going on it, but that's good.
Well,
Could be better for the world.
yeah. I just want to give people more pause for thought. Even if you signed up to your account and you had a lifetime of this amount of things. These are the amount of things you're allowed to say. The only time you're allowed to express your opinion is these 500 times over the next 10 years. Then you're going to have to think about it, aren't you?
Yeah, no, this is a good idea, Steve. I'm a big fan of this idea.
Do you know what I mean?
What would your first... Because you're not on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter.
No, I don't know what to say, really.
What would you say if it says, share your thoughts? What would be your first tweet if you only had 100?
It would be, I'm responsible for this Twitter idea. Thank me later, everyone. Look, the Steve Saves the World is my tweet.
No one's going to waste their 100 tweets on thanking you, though, are they?
No, but I'll know deep down
You'll
that it's
know
for the good.
inside
I don't need thanks.
The good of the Twitter
If I needed
people.
thanks, I wouldn't be putting myself in this emperor position.
You wouldn't know. You're a horrible ruler. Well, not horrible.
Benign.
Benign.
As in, like, seems like fear me, but also I never do anything that bad.
Yeah. Never do anything bad. If anything, you're saving the world. That's kind of what the section
Yeah.
is. So.
I just think that, if it had a little bit more gravitas to when you tweet, because obviously it does have a big impact on what we're all talking about all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And remember, there's that statistic, only 10% of people with Twitter accounts actually tweet.
Oh, really?
Which is interesting. So we're
There's a lot of
even
people
selecting...
just seeing things.
Yeah, we're selecting for an even smaller group of just shouty people who think their opinion matters more than anyone else. No, the great equaliser. You're only allowed to talk this much.
I hate people who talk all in caps.
I do it by accident all the time.
Stop shouting.
I'm always sending messages being like, can you get me some bread? Sorry, no caps.
I hate it because in my head it's shouting. It's shouting
It's
in my head.
screaming.
Because I didn't realise until recently. Real fiance told me some people don't think in words. Do you know what I mean?
I've heard this.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
Real fiance doesn't. I do. So if I'm thinking, I think in full sentences.
Yeah, I'm having a
and
full
words.
convo
So
up
if I'm
here.
reading caps, I'm reading that in a shouty voice. It's so loud.
But reading, surely, it's not the same as thinking. When you're reading, surely they hear it.
You'd think so. I don't know. We need to investigate this more. I'm speaking
Yeah,
to
because
these
remember
people.
my friend, I used to have a friend who I used to work in a studio with.
Yeah.
He always said, I think with no words. And I just cannot imagine that.
I can't. How do you decide on things? Surely that's what it's like for a dog. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause they don't think in words. They just.
I mean, I didn't want to go there, but maybe they're all dumb. Anyway, I'm trying to be more concise this week.
we've not done very well. We're already on 38 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell. Because I have to edit it. I'm like, can we not just record a half-an-hour conversation? Oh, God. Right. If we made tweets if we removed the supply of tweets,
Yeah.
we would perhaps value them more and say more valuable things, and people would be less just sounding off when they're angry. There'd be less like, oh, I tweeted this, I'll apologise. Kanye would be out of business.
Yeah. That'd be nice. I hate him.
You know.
He does my head in.
Yeah,
Good
eventually.
entertainment.
Yeah, it is good entertainment. We're all there just clapping as the world burns,
Yeah.
aren't we?
We are.
We are.
And that's what this podcast is all about.
You're only allowed 100 tweets a year. That's one every 3 days. That's still loads. Well, one every 3. Not
Fuck
quite.
you, Elon.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, did you,
You
Elon?
dick. Look what's happened in America. Ha! You seen what's going on?
Where?
Of course you have. America.
No, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's happened in America.
Rihanna's pregnant.
Oh, she is, yeah.
Spawn of Satan. Sorry, carry on.
Throwback to last week. All these bloody UFOs, mate.
They ain't UFO.
Yeah,
they're,
well, they
they're
are
spy
UFOs.
balloons.
Well, they're unidentified flying objects. They've not identified a lot of them yet.
They're Chinese spy balloons.
Well, one of them was. They
And there's
think
one
the
in-
other ones are, but they're not sure.
Well, I
Because-
hope it's aliens.
Well, one of them they described as a octagonal structure with strings. Like strings attached to it.
Sounds like a balloon.
Maybe, but it's different than the other ones. However, they've not found them yet because they shot them down and then they need to go and find them because they're probably in the sea or something.
Why would they not shoot it down when it's not on the sea?
I don't know, but everyone's going mad saying it's aliens, even though they've categorically said this is not aliens now. Although
But we don't trust them.
yeah, well, at the start they were like, we can't rule out aliens.
Could be aliens.
It could be aliens.
With their amazing alien balloon technology.
So it's either China, Russia, aliens.
I love the idea of some people in China being like, right, we need to get some intel. Get this balloon. And if we just let it go, they'll not notice what we're up to. Oh, no, lost the balloon. Oh, where's it going to go?
You've not left the satellite on it as well, have
Oh, and the tracking device.
you? Bollocks.
Oh.
Must have just blown over to America.
What we say? Oh, it's landed at the Pentagon.
You like got all this spy technology, but you've not got a balloon that you can control.
Yeah, I thought we lost
Oh,
control
it
of our
just
balloons.
blew away in the wind.
Yeah, well, it's a good way to do it. It is interesting, though. I look forward to how this develops.
I look forward to how it develops. I'd like to see what happens.
I hope they find one floating in the sea, and then there's just like a little alien in it, and he's like, "What the fuck? Can I have your insurance details, please? Now, who are you with? You ran into me.
You shot me down.
Yeah, what are you doing? This
What
awful.
are you doing? I was trying to get to Mars. I just got blown over here by accident.
All that space wind.
Brilliant. Nice one, China. Good on
Yeah,
you.
decent, mate. Keeping it exciting. Yeah, just referring to China, a nation, as mate. All right, mate.
Hello,
China,
mate.
how's it going?
I'm
How's your
doing.
balloons? Keep hold of them next time. Get
Yeah.
a string on them.
Yeah, sold
string.
it, someone at the other end.
Oh, one of them little weights.
Yeah.
You know when you get a balloon with a weight?
I mean, the interesting thing, though, they have said that some of these seem to defy technology that they have, which means...
Where are you finding this? I need to look this up.
Just have a look. There's loads of stuff, and they were like, looks like technology we've not seen. We're not sure how these other ones were afloat, basically, in the sky, which means that, obviously, there's some advanced technology at play, which doesn't necessarily mean aliens. Maybe that's just why they said China, because China are good at technology, so they're like, probably China.
Maybe. I'm going to have to research this, mate.
They're not going to be like, oh, Poland?
Who is it? What was I going to say to you? That this reminds me, it would be a good thing if it was aliens, because maybe it'll end racism.
Oh, yeah, because at that point,
But skip that. Go back if you
Yeah,
want to find
go
out how
back to
aliens
another-
will end racism.
yeah, that's one of Steve Saves the World from a previous time. Do you want some headlines then?
Headline me.
Man banned from driving for using stepmom scooter at McDonald's drive-thru. Body found in lake turns out to be a dumped yet realistic sex doll. And the Spanish High Court backs man's right to walk the street naked.
Well.
It's been a big week for the news.
Let's start where you started.
Okay.
Why can't you use a scooter in a drive-through?
Because he was pissed.
So, that headline's not true then, is it? It's not because he did a scooter in a drive-through. He lost his licence or whatever because he was drunk driving.
He was drunk driving a scooter, a three-wheeled mobility scooter, through a drive-through.
I imagined a two-wheeler.
No, three-wheel mobility scooter, but he didn't have a registration plate or anything, but he used that, went through a drive-through, pissed, but stupidly pulled up next to a police car in it and then got off wobbling, and he had a passenger on the back of it.
I'm not going to lie to you. The place I see police cars most is McDonald's.
Yeah, they're always there.
They're constantly there.
Yeah, eating.
Eat it. So
Drinking,
don't do a
not doing
crime
the job.
in McDonald's.
Don't
because
do it.
They're all around there.
He probably didn't realise he was doing one. He was just on his mum's mobility scooter.
Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh.
Yeah, me too. Got
It
banned
depends
from
what he
driving.
ordered.
2 years.
Fish fillet, no, he's got to be locked up.
Wanker. Second one.
Body.
Yeah, so in America, forgotten where. I'd have to look it up. I can't
Somewhere
bother.
in America.
Basically, somebody thought there was a dead body in the lake, got it out, and it was just a really realistic sex doll.
I'm not going to lie, I saw a thing, they've got very realistic.
They have.
So imagine like the torso of a woman, but cut off like at your thigh
Yeah.
and like just after your shoulder.
Yeah.
But they have all these motors in, so they like wriggle. It's horrible. But what I would say is, it's a bit unfair on dudes. I think if a girl gets herself a toy, everyone's a bit like, you go girl.
You go, girl.
But if a dude's doing it, he's a bit creepy, isn't he?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, actually. That's a good point.
It's kind of a double standard.
Yeah.
But equally, they're expensive, I've heard, those sex dolls. You can't just lob them in a lake.
Yeah, don't just be chucking it in a lake.
Maybe
Sell
they
it.
broke up. You know?
Maybe, and he lobbed it in.
Just had some if you're falling out with your sex doll, then you've got no hope.
And that's a dangerous man. If he broke up with his sex doll, then just dumped it in a lake.
Yeah, we need to check on him, not the guy on the mobility scooter.
Yeah.
He's just having a good time.
He needs seen to. Not in that way.
He's been seen
by the
to by the
police.
sounds of it. At least there'll be lots of DNA evidence.
Well, yeah, you'd oh, God, I don't even want to think about
next,
it. That's
next,
grim.
next.
Next. And a man in Spain has won his right to walk in the street naked.
Why?
I never thought about this. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fair play.
I knew you'd be well into it.
I'm not well into it.
You're like, yeah, it is my right to just bollock naked.
But I think we were born naked, right?
Yeah, everything else is drag. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's a RuPaul.
Is
quote.
it? Don't know. I don't
We're
watch
born
it,
naked and everything else is drag.
Oh.
It is really, if you think
Well,
about
yeah,
it.
I guess so. Yeah, why are you all getting shouted at and banned from doing stuff like that?
Because it's cold.
Yeah, but you can't ban somebody from being naked because it's cold.
There's children around.
But this is a thing. These things should be normalised. Why?
What? Just having you know about when they buy a playground.
No, just, I mean, it shouldn't be like, oh my God, that's a bad thing because you're in your body without any clothes.
Yeah, I know what you mean
We
from like a
made clothes, didn't
purist
we?
standpoint.
From a
Like,
purist
there's
standpoint.
nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But
Well, apparently in a lot of places in Spain, it's legal.
I just don't know why he fought for his rights so much. There's like nudist beaches and stuff.
Yeah, I do kind of think, like, you don't need to, do you?
Yeah,
mate?
it's the solution not just to have naked places.
And he just had boots on.
Oh, well, that's the thing. He didn't want to ruin his feet.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin his feet. Everything else
Yeah.
gone to the... Got...
That annoys
Gone with
me,
the
though,
wind.
that he's still wearing boots.
Yeah, it does
If he's
me.
fighting that hard, he has to be completely naked.
Yeah,
not a fibre on him.
Yeah, and if you're going to wear one item of clothing, put something over your knob. Do you know what I mean? Don't,
Yeah, a
or your
leaf.
arse, yeah, or your nips. But I'm not that arsed about nips. Free the nip. My
And
opinion.
also, you kind of think that person's weird for fighting so hard, I assume via the legal system, just so they can be naked outside. Why are you obsessed with that?
I reckon he wanted the fight. He was in for the fight.
I reckon he just recently thrown his sex doll in a lake.
That was, I want to be naked everywhere.
Yeah.
My sex doll told me I couldn't be naked anywhere, so I just put on these boots. And now
She
I'm angry.
hated my body.
But she loved my boots.
Oh dear, mate.
So that's the roundup for this week then, I think. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add.
Do you know what? I think we've peaked there. That's absolutely a wonderful image to leave everybody with.
You happy with that?
I'm pleased. Get in touch what you think.
What do you think? Yeah, we didn't even say at the start, but maybe we'll add this back in at another point. But like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know where the bit is. There.
I don't
Like
know where,
and
I don't know if I
subscribe.
even put one.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
find out.
Ow. Like and subscribe. give us a like, subscribe, ring that bell. If you're listening on Spotify and Apple, give us a 5-star.
Yeah, do all that stuff he said. And also just, believe in yourself.
Yeah, and believe in us.
Yeah.
Believe in us.
Bye!
Thank you for listening to the Serious Business Podcast. What a waste of time. If you like what you hear, then please do go over to YouTube and like and subscribe. Give us a watch on there and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. You can find us on Instagram at @theseriousbusiness_podcast, and please do drop us a message, leave us a comment, and get involved in the conversation. And on that note, we will see you next week.